Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. We are back out here on that deck, start of week 3. And you know, it's always really nice to show up on a Monday morning and that's the only stack of material you have left. It's a lot less than when we started. Now, I do have to go get some more. I picked up the storm door for the screen door this morning, and some later this evening or this afternoon I've got to go pick up the vinyl materials, so the ceiling for the porch and some details. We're waiting on the siding itself, a new box of siding. But yeah, it's a lovely blue sky Monday morning. It was a little chilly to start with, but it's warming up, and we are going to be rocking and rolling on deck railings and on the stairs today. So hopefully you'll see a lot of progress on that. So let's go get started. So here Owen and I are using the router with a flush trim bit to trim off the PVC stringer boards that go on the outside of the stair stringers. So the three of us worked for several hours to get these post traps done. Owen and I were gluing them up and clamping them and actually installing them, and Joe was getting them cut to length and trimmed properly. There was a whole lot of additional work, which was shown on camera, to get them to fit around all of the mounting brackets that were on the posts. So it took us a while, but this is me and Owen working on actually gluing up, applying the PVC adhesive to both sides of the joint. And once we get it fully glued off, we use the combination of clamps and then also a 21 gauge pin nailer to clamp the joint, clamp both sides of the joint, and then also go ahead and use the mechanical fasteners to make sure that it stays together long term. Okay, Tuesday afternoon. We've been rocking and rolling. You've seen on the GoPro time lapse already. We passed our framing and electrical inspections yesterday morning, so we've been starting to close in some of these framing details. We've been doing the column wraps most of the day because we don't have a ton of clamps, so we're doing them, you know, one at a time and clamping them. And then we are doing some small finish nails here on the edges, but we've got a PVC filler that's designed to fill PVC like this when you're not going to paint it, and that way it won't turn yellow or do anything crazy. So we'll neaten up the nail holes with that. We're starting to build out the bottoms of the beams, which you'll see the details of that come together more so tomorrow than today, I think. But shimmed out this side because the vertical surface is actually going to come down and overhang the bottom of the beam and the sides of the post column wraps as well, and create a really nice look there. And yeah, that's about it. We got the stairs mostly done. We're waiting on one more deck board to finish up, some stuff on this one, and then we'll be able to do the railings and build this second little small step down stair to the landing. But that's about it. These column wraps take quite some time, so we had 3 of us. We actually had to be modifying them quite a lot as well to fit. We had to chisel out around the tops, all 4 sides of each one, to fit around the plates that are holding the beam to the post. So that was pretty time consuming. We had all 3 of us rocking and rolling on these wraps for several hours today, and then we've done some rearranging, some cleaning up, moved the cut table inside and moved the scaffolding outside for working on the soffit area out there. We're still rocking and rolling and coming to the end of the day today, but we still got 2 more days out here this week, so. Okay guys, end of day check-in on Wednesday. Got a lot done. Had a 3-man crew here again today. So I'll show you what we got done. Owen and Joe got the fascia put on right here, all down this side. So it helps tie all of this together much better than it was before. And they also got this section right here as well. We're holding off on this side right here until we get the stairs finished right here, which hopefully I will work on tomorrow. We're supposed to be getting rain all day again tomorrow, so breaking out the rain suits again and probably set up the canopy out here to help keep us a little bit drier. And I'll show you guys how the railing details work probably when I do the stair railings. I know I didn't really go in depth with the railings up here at all. You can see they're all completed and looking super nice. But I'll show you the details of how they go together quickly when we do the stair railings, probably next week. So that may not be this video, that might be next video, we'll see. But we started on a lot of the interior details today. I got most of that siding done. We have a detail that we need to do around the bottom of this ledger board, and that is going to hold up some of the work around it. But I got most of that siding put on, and Joe and Owen got the majority of the porch panel ceiling put in place as well, which is what you saw a time lapse of earlier. We also got most of the beam wraps done, so hopefully you can see how I was explaining all that the other day, where we basically take the thickness or the width of the column wraps. That's how wide we do the piece across the bottom of the beam, and then I shimmed out the side of the beam, which actually made things a lot easier, and then we just screw the outer piece on, and it makes it super clean. We don't have any butt joints in the PVC that look bad. It just looks really, really nice and clean. So we still got a lot of other details on the soffit area and everything, and we still got several more days on this project, as you can tell, but we are coming along very nicely. So we'll be back here tomorrow to close out the week, and see you then. Good morning. It is Wednesday morning now. I have not had the camera out at all this week. We were just working on a bunch of stuff Monday, and then I actually had to go home pretty early in the day yesterday because my back was very messed up from something I did in my sleep Monday night, apparently. So I have gotten some things to take care of that, so I'm feeling a little bit better, able to move around this morning, and so we're gonna keep going. So I'll give you the quick update on what got done over the last couple days. A lot of the slow details that aren't, you know, big changes, but so we've got railings mostly done in between these two posts right here, where the screen porch is going to be. We've got the backer components in place for the screen tight system, and the door as well also got installed yesterday, which is awesome. Giant pet door in it. So, and we finally, I think I did this yesterday morning, we finally got the, I did this Monday afternoon, finally finished up this step here. We've got to do PVC along the fascia right here and tighten up this area here, but we are almost done with stairs. We would be doing stair railings if the post sleeve, so at the bottom of the stairs, the posts and the sleeves need to be a little bit taller because of the angle that the railings are coming down into it. So this height of a sleeve, these are 39-inch sleeves that work for all of the main deck posts, like any straight rails. But then we buy an 8-foot tall post sleeve and cut it in half for down there. And Monday afternoon, I opened it up to start on it and noticed all of that. Actually, the first thing I noticed was that. I was like, that's not good. That might not work. And then I flipped it over and saw all that. So I don't know how in the world that went into the box from the factory, because that is quite clearly damaged from the factory during manufacturing, not shipping damage. So we got another one of those on order. Unfortunately, we do have to order them, so we ordered it Monday. It's going to come in Thursday, which means it'll be Friday before we can do stair railings, which is unfortunate. But our goal is to still finish up here by the end of the week, so hopefully we can stay on track for that. But yeah, we're just wrapping up a lot of little things today. We wrapped the bottom of the ledger up there in PVC and have some vinyl trim going on up there, so we'll be able to close up all of this stuff. Hopefully there should be a lot of little things getting completed today. Now that there's gonna be 4 of us here today, there was only 2 people here yesterday, so we should be moving right along. Okay, midday update. Making some pretty good progress this morning. We got the stuff up here inside the ceiling just about done. If you can see right up in here, this little utility trim channel that's inside, that little utility trim channel that's inside the J channel. I know it's probably hard to see because there's a lot of different things going on. We need more of that to do the same thing in that area on the ceiling. So instead of wasting a trip out to store today, we'll pick it up for tomorrow. And that will allow us to finish up that. But the siding's all done in here. Got siding on this side. We got siding out there on this gable end, and I'm gonna start doing the aluminum wrapping on the fascia right here, and then on the rake molding out there. I actually already did a little bit on this end. I did that end rake molding right there and the ear molding. So in a little bit I'll start working my way across here and do the same thing. But they are the other 3 guys just headed out to go grab some Slurpees from the 7-Eleven up the road, because it's a nice warm day today. Nice and sunny and getting pretty toasty. So, and we're in direct sunlight. The sun comes up right about there, and then it just goes straight overhead. So we're pretty much in direct sunlight the majority of the day out here on the back of the house, and just because of the path of it. So they're gonna go grab some Slurpees, grab me one too. So I'm just staying here to keep working. But that's we're also, one of the other things that we're doing, if you watched the deck series from last year, I've got Emma working with the heat gun. She's going around and pulling out all of the scratches, all the little stuff. I don't know if you can see them, but all these little minute scratches and dings. Just some of the boards had that on them when they showed up, and then, you know, sometimes we bump stuff. You know, there's a good example of one right there. But the heat gun, I'll just go ahead and do this one right here, in case you haven't seen. Using this Wagner heat gun, you just gently heat it up. It pulls those dents and scratches right back out. There's another one right here. Just quick little, boom, pulls it right out. So she's been working her way around, doing that on all of this PVC work, cleaning that up. I wrapped up this piece and got that whole area nice and trimmed out, so it looks super clean in here. You don't see the ugly side of that post anymore. So as soon as those guys get back from grabbing Slurpees, I think we're gonna get set up and start doing screen on some of these openings, and that'll take us through the rest of the day. So we'll check back in later. Good morning. Forgot to check in yesterday, ran out of time, had somewhere I needed to be, forgot to film, but checking in this morning. Give you a little bit better angle of the gable end out here that they got wrapped up yesterday. So we got the PVC wrap on the beam out there and the siding done, and then I also did the aluminum on the rake board as well. I got to trim off and detail the very end down there, but that'll be a job for today. So look how nice that looks. Emma got everything all nice and clean. Same for that board there. It's just all so nice and clean. But a couple of them got the screen all in on this entire surface as well yesterday. I don't know how well it shows up on camera or not, but it's there. It's a pretty cool system. We've got several different sized openings going on here. So we've got a few different size rolls of screen, and you just roll it out longer than the opening is. And this is just the spline that you install into the track right here, and you start to the top, all the way across the top, and then down one side, and then down the other, and then across the bottom. You just use this little spline tool and you push it in like so as you're working your way down, and it pulls the ridges on the spline, help to grab the screen and pull it tight. So you probably kind of hard to see, but like, it's not like crazy tight, but it's pretty tight. It's a lot tighter than it would be if you tried to just manually pull it and staple it to the surface. So it looks really nice. And then there's white cap pieces that will go over top of these black backer pieces, and it'll all look super clean. That'll be one of the big things that I have. The two girls working with me today, Brianna and Emma, they'll be working on a lot of the screen stuff while I'm working on some details, like all of the post work. We got to fill the little holes in the post and sand down the corners, get the posts looking really nice. That'll be something I'll probably work on today. So we got lots to do. It's Thursday morning, trying to be finished up by the end of the day tomorrow. So we'll see you later in the day. All right, so like sometimes happens when I am editing, I got a little behind and didn't realize how much content I ended up having for what was supposed to be the final week of this project. So this is where this video is going to end. The next one was the finish up day, but it was supposed to be the finish up on Friday, the day after what you just saw, but we had more problems with the stair railings, and so we actually had to come back the following Friday to get it all finished up, and I filmed a pretty decent amount on that day, going into depth on the railings and everything. So you will see that video later on after this one. So I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. Thank you guys for watching, as always. I appreciate it, and leave your comments down below, Instagram's down below, all that good stuff. You know the deal. Thanks for watching. See you next time.